name is Leah, and I'm here with Forage+Salvage to bring you this mini class on everyday herbs. I'm coming to you from our small urban homestead here in Asheville, North Carolina, which is located on the stolen lands of the Cherokee tribe. I recognize that this information I study and learn from and share with you today comes from generations of wise healers and teachers, generations of black and brown healers who've learned from the plants and passed along their knowledge so that others may benefit. And for that, I give thanks, and to you as well for joining me here. One of my goals as an herbalist is to help others incorporate herbs into their everyday life, which is why you'll find handcrafted products in our shop, as well as our yearly offering, the Herbal Subscription Box. It's a way to give you herbal products that feel simple to integrate into your everyday, helping you to cut out other toxic products and harmful synthetic chemicals, helping you to utilize herbs and align you with nature, bringing you closer to what nature has provided and the good medicine that has been utilized for centuries. The herbs that I'm going to talk about today are everyday herbs, herbs that are accessible, herbs that are safe, meaning that they're fairly easy to find and have little to no record of toxicity or side effects. These herbs can be accessed at your local co-op or natural food store, your friendly neighborhood herbalist, and of course, online from a reputable source. These are also herbs that are easy to add to a small garden, even growing well in small space containers. The herbs I'm sharing with you today are also considered safe, everyday herbs that can be used for your whole family, and even while pregnant, trying to conceive, and breastfeeding. Now, it was hard to narrow it down to just 4 herbs to talk about today. But for now, we're going to learn a little bit about 4 herbs: Calendula, Nettles, lemon balm, and lastly, Tulsi, also known as holy basil. This is by no means a video that will exhaust all of the information that is available about all of these herbs, and I encourage you to do your own research if one of these herbs particularly calls out to you. So let's jump right in. First, with calendula. This is calendula, and I think of these little flowers as like little sunshines. Calendula is easy to grow yourself. They can be in yellow and orange varieties, and the more you pick their blooms, the more the plant replenishes. When you pick the flowers, they'll feel sticky, and that's because of the antifungal resin that the flower contains. So the stickiness is good. That's how you know it contains good medicine. Calendula is an herbal ally for the skin. It promotes cell repair and growth. So you'll often find calendula in salves and balms. It's good for bruises, scars, burns, sores, and rashes. It's so soothing and gentle on the skin that it's often used on babies in lotions or even diaper rash. But you can also take calendula as a tea. It can be helpful with fever and even helps with gastrointestinal issues. You can find calendula featured in some of our Forage+Salvage products, such as our mending balm, as well as our Cup of Comfort tea blend. Next, we'll talk about nettles. Nettles are the ultimate nourishing herb. This plant is packed with vitamins like A, C, D, vitamins K, even calcium, chlorophyll, iron, potassium, and yes, even protein. You can get protein from plants. So it's just a terrific plant all around as a building block. As an herbalist, I'm always looking to start with building and nourishing the body, and nettles is a great place to start. It's also super tasty, so it's easy to take, and it's wildly abundant. In fact, you might have come across this herb while playing outside or hiking, as it stings to the touch on the edge of its leaves here. So if you want to grow it, just keep it out of high traffic areas, and it will multiply year after year. This plant is great for alleviating inflammation as well as springtime allergies. Drinking a nettle tea or even taking a tincture daily, starting in January, has helped me avoid spring seasonal allergies for years. Nettles is a nourishing plant that helps build energy, especially when you're feeling overworked and tired, and it's safe and actually encouraged to take every day. You'll find nettles in many of our Forage and Salvage products, including the multivitamin cold brew tea blend, as well as our simple nettles tincture. But if you come across this plant, you can steam up some fresh leaves to take away that sting and enjoy with dinner. It's also great to add to stews and soups. So don't be afraid of the sting. Nettles is a great plant for you. Next, let's talk about lemon balm. Lemon balm likes to make itself known. It grows bright and green and bushy, and it smells so fragrant. Not to mention, it's delicious. It's a treat to take, but of course, it's beneficial too. It's from the mint family, and you can tell that because of its square stem when you roll it around in your fingers. Fun fact. Some have even called this herb the elixir of life because of its ability to calm both the nervous system and the digestive systems. Lemon balm is an excellent tea to drink if you're feeling an upset stomach or during times of nervous exhaustion. Lemon balm is a mild sedative, so it is wonderful before bedtime, especially if you're having any trouble sleeping due to heartbreak or grief. Infusions and tinctures of lemon balm can be really helpful with seasonal affective disorder, making lemon balm tea known as liquid sunshine. Fresh leaves straight from the garden make a delicious tea, but you can also dry these teas for later to last you all winter. This tea is especially delicious with a small drop of local honey. Lemon balm is an awesome plant for kiddos. It is soothing during their teething phases, and if they're anxious about travel, or even for kiddos who might have nightmares when they're sleeping. Our Forage and Salvage alcohol-free lemon balm glycerite is one of our favorites for our customers because it's great for kiddos. But we also offer a tincture as well. Now last, but certainly not least, I've saved this one for last. We're going to be talking about Tulsi. Now, I had a hard time deciding on the final herb to share with you today, but since Tulsi has been showing up for me in a big way this year, I felt I had to share her with you, especially considering these times we find ourselves in. So this is Tulsi. This is the flowering top. Tulsi has over 3,000 years of recorded medicinal use. This is a plant that is really helpful in moving to the body. It helps the body make shifts in mood, in energy, and even mucus buildup. Ayurvedic medicine often utilizes this plant to help maintain a balance of energy in the body, as well as to bring out goodness and joy. Tulsi restores vitality. It renews energy. So it's great to use when you're feeling run down, if you're dealing with mild depression or just chronic low mood. As this plant is a close ally of mine, I like to describe it as bringing me up to a higher frequency when I'm struggling with emotional imbalance and bouts with low mood myself. This plant helps build resilience for the long run. And along with all of that energy work, it's also still antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, and it's even great for use as a decongestant and expectorant. This is another great plant from the mint family, and it is worth adding to your garden. Just walking by, it's beautiful and fragrant, you can smell it, and it will supply you with multiple harvests throughout the growing season. You can find Tulsi in tincture form in our shop. It's also known as holy basil, so you'll see that on the label. And this tincture is a potent way to take this medicine daily. Like I mentioned, it was tough to pick just 4, as I always felt like I was leaving somebody out. But I'll be sharing more about these important plants with you in the future. And these are herbs that are just simple and beautiful additions to your daily life. You can connect with these plants in the products you use, in the teas you drink, and even in the gardens you grow. You'll find these herbs and more in a lot of our Forage and Salvage products, as well as in our upcoming herbal subscription box, which will feature products made from the herbs I grew right here in the gardens in Asheville. Along with the products, I'll be sharing more about the plants to help you feel connected to what you're using for yourself and your family. Each subscriber will receive exclusive, informative zines that I create myself with each delivery, along with exclusive newsletters and fun educational opportunities with me throughout the subscription. And all of this will be available only to subscribers. So mark your calendars for September 17th. That's when signups will become available in our shop. You can visit forageandsalvage.com/herbal subscription box to join our newsletter and find out all of the details. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you found this meaningful and relevant for your life. So which herb spoke to you? I would love to know which one you found relevant. But in the meantime, reach out with any questions, and I hope to see you around. You can find us right here, of course, on Instagram, but also on Facebook, on Pinterest, on YouTube, and of course, always at forageandsalvage.com. Thank you so much.